Hi all, and welcome to a video edition of Bites of Bread. Crazy times we're living in, right? What's going to happen? There are so many questions. There's so much grief because those questions have been answered, and a lot of times it's been disappointing lately. Where exactly are we going to go from here? You think about something like the eighth graders. They don't get to douse Mr. Lauber with water and have that water gun fight at the end of the school year, like is the costume. Or you think about the high school graduates. They don't get to have their special day. They don't get to walk down and receive their diploma, and then at the end of it, take the little poofy thing and put it on the other side of their hat. They don't get to have that. You have the people that have not received the answer yet, if they are going to be able to have their special day. You wonder about the people that are planning out weddings for the summer. Is it going to still be that only 10 people can meet? Think about the economy. What is going to happen? How are you going to pay your bills? What's your retirement account going to look like by the end of this? Where are we going to go? Well, perhaps instead of asking those questions, at least for a few minutes, what we can do is ask a different question. And that is why. Why is this going down? Why are these thoughts coming to my mind? Why? Well, this passage, it might seem like a cliche at times, and yet it is so applicable. Romans 8:28, for we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. Like I said, I understand how that can be a cliche, because when it has been me personally dealing with crazy, stressful times, I think, God, baloney, what are you doing? Why are you allowing this to happen? I don't care that you're saying it's going to be good. We can have thoughts like that. They are sinful, but it is a thought that often permeates into our mind. Why would God ever give us a passage like that? One of the reasons is because of the knowledge that God is speaking of here, that we know that in all things. Because experientially, we don't. We haven't lived through this all. We haven't experienced all that the COVID-19 has to offer yet. More is going to come. And so we can't see what it's going to look like by the end of it. We don't have that experience. So that's not the kind of knowledge God is speaking of. The kind of knowledge that God is speaking of is a head knowledge. It is a factual knowledge. You know it to be the truth. Well, how in the world do you know that God is going to take care of this? Well, think about what week we're in right now. Holy Week. It is a week to remember that God literally gave up his son for you, that which was most precious to him. He destroyed, at least for a time, the relationship that has been going on throughout eternity for somebody like you. That is how you know. That is your proof. That is where you find the fact that, yes, God will bring about good. What that good is going to look like, I don't know. That's above my pay grade. I can't answer that one. And it's above your pay grade too. We can speculate, but the better thing to do with it is to take it and put it on God's doorstep. God, you deal with it. And God will say to you, exactly. That is exactly what I want. When I told you to come and to pray to me, I didn't mean just whenever you felt like it. I meant when you are struggling, when you have no option, where you don't know where to turn. These times especially, come to me and I got it. I have it. There's nothing to worry about. I simply will take care of it all for you. That's the kind of God we have. Once more, how do we know? Once more, look at the week we're in. We got a guy who figured out how to use sin and death and turn them around to show his love even more brilliantly than what he had before. God will see you through this. And for those of us that might be wondering, but where am I going to go? Again, go back to God. Pray, put it on his doorstep. Let him deal with it. Also pray for each other. One of the worst things that we can do in times of crisis or in times of stress are to turn in on ourselves, to make ourselves the focus, ourselves the primary part of life. Look at others. And even if it is just praying for them or just giving them a phone call, do these things, and God will take the pressure off of you, put it right back where it needs to be, upon his shoulders. God bless you throughout this week as you worship his son and what he has done, but also throughout the rest of this COVID-19. God will see you through. Amen.